Hey, and welcome back to, well, Minecraft. Alright, so last episode, we made a house in this little village, and today, you see, we're going to build a windmill, mainly for grinding wheat into flour so we can make bread. There is a particular building in this town I noticed after making this video that seems to have some stuff in it for making bread, so I think maybe in a future episode we might remake a particular villager building into like sort of a bakery, which I had done in a previous season, but we have new blocks now, so I think we'll try and match the look that we're going for here in this village. Last time around, I just sort of really didn't do any commentary over what I was making. I just sort of let it go and put some of the Minecraft music over it. But for some weird reason, he got like a copyright strike against it. So apparently, all the Minecraft music, at least maybe some of the Minecraft music, is not usable in an actual Minecraft video. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense since everyone and their grandmother is making Minecraft videos. So I don't know what that's about. So that's sort of why I'm coming back to commentary here in this one. I think going into the future though, sort of why I want to talk to you anyway about where we're going to go with this, because in the first kind of intro episode I asked a question, and so far I haven't got any answers about where we can take this show. I can just continue to make tutorials like I used to do in the old days, just small builds. I kind of want to do a larger build, but I don't think it's going to work in the format that you're seeing here, where I'm kind of doing a heavy amount of editing. It would probably take more time than it's worth, so I'm thinking more like I'm going to just build as I go and do commentary on a larger build. Like if I'm going to make a small castle or a larger tower, kind of maybe bigger, anything bigger than what we're seeing here. This thing did take a little while, but it wasn't too bad. I kind of cut down to about 17, 18 minutes. Well, as long as it's under 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep the smaller builds under 20 minutes and stuff. So yeah, so in the future, just kind of wondering what people want, because I really don't think I like the idea of getting copyright strikes on my videos here, and I also don't really feel all that comfortable commentating over every little thing on every little video either. So I know that some of the Minecraft music is usable and some isn't for some reason. So I'm going to have to investigate which one's which songs are usable, which ones aren't. I know I should probably look for some royalty-free music, but sometimes you run into issues with that too, because you got to make sure you have the right, disclaimer in your comments or something in your video description. So I don't know. I'm not really sure about the music, or just going like without it. So you guys, if you you don't even have to listen to me. You can just mute me here if you want, and just make this build. I'm just kind of talking over it here. There is going to be a point a little bit later in this video. Might be about the 13-minute mark or so, where I noticed I didn't hit record on one section, and it's like the piston, for the part where the piston actually has the windmill blade going around. So I went back out and I remade it, but I'm gonna cut out in this commentary and go in on different commentary where I explain what I did wrong there. I think what I did was I kind of like lost track of like when the video was on recording and stuff like that. So apologies for that. It's going to be a little bit awkward in that part, but yeah, overall this build came out pretty decent. I mean, it's not nothing to write home about, but I'm kind of wanting to do some different types of building. We've done windmills before. We've done castles in larger churches and small churches, stuff like that. A lot of medieval homes. I'm trying to think of new ideas here to do. I'm thinking more like along the line of builds that aren't huge, but larger than what we're seeing so far. I'm thinking like what I want to do is I want to concentrate on this village right now, and then maybe go off to some of the other villages and work on them. But I kind of want a focus for each village, and I just don't know exactly what focus they can be. Right now I'm thinking, because we're putting a windmill here, it'd be nice to make this kind of like a food industry town of sorts, trade and food. So if we can think of ways to do that, maybe we'll spice up the market area that they got here, or something along those lines. Maybe we'll make some wagons or something, which never turned out well. I always tried to do that. Kind of wish they made like a wheel, you know. I've seen other people trying to make wagons and they end up having to go to the square wheels or something like that. Not much you could do that in a Minecraft game. I guess you're kind of stuck with what you got. So yeah, so this is the part 2 of our building series. But if you remember our previous building series, seasons 1 through 4, I had worked on my own texture pack for some of those, and I really don't think I want to do that this time around. I know people maybe are wondering why I'm just building in vanilla Minecraft, but I think because of when I was talking about in the intro episode about the lack of special utilities that I used to like to use, I kind of want to keep everything vanilla, mod free, and just build off of whatever's in vanilla Minecraft. You know what I mean? For now. And maybe it's in some future point, if they ever do update those utility programs, maybe I'll look into redoing my texture pack again. But as long as is what I'm doing in these builds currently in these earlier episodes is compatible with whatever we do as far as texture packs go, that's good by me. You know, we'll leave it at that. You know. Oh, and okay, yeah. Well, I'd completely forgotten that I really haven't really shown you this world yet because of the issues with loading in. I guess there is an issue. I haven't read into it yet, but I saw on someone else's video that they mentioned that whatever their new chunk rendering or spawning in routine is, it's kind of an issue right now. It's causing a lot of people problems, kind of like what you saw a couple episodes back here. So yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't done a tour, because I built all these roads connecting all those towns I mentioned, and there's a good 6-7 towns I think I found so far going off in different directions. And what I want to do is connect them all, kind of make my own little kingdom here. But each town, like I have like a, you'll notice when I do my tour, that there's a colored banner in each one, and it's unique to each town. And so pretty much each building in the town will have that particular unique color to it, and their marketplaces will have that color on it. So I'm looking for ways to kind of customize each town and maybe give names to certain towns and whatnot. So I'm still debating on exactly what kind of a method we're going to do with that. But what I'm doing is, if you remember seasons 1 through 4, my big grand idea, and I don't think I can do it this time around without those utilities I mentioned, but I liked kingdom building. It isn't about building just certain tutorials. It's about building a kingdom, something larger, where everything's interconnected, where you have farmland, you have roads taking you off in different directions, you have unique things out there. I like fantasy RPG stuff, so I'm kind of leaning more towards, yes, it'll be medieval, but occasional RPG elements like magical towers or something might be implemented in some of our builds here. So I might look into going back and doing some sort of a mage tower or mage college thing like we had in season 1, which was it was nice, but I don't think we really quite had all the tools we have now. So I mean, as far as like unique blocks go, they've added a lot of enchanting things, and I would really like a chance to go at it again with like kind of like a mage tower or college or something along those lines. I don't know, but that's an idea too for the future. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put that yet, but I want to put things that are not, maybe not so much in some of the towns, but just have them like off the beaten path. What I'm looking for here is fishing. I'm fishing for ideas in this particular episode for what we can do. I could just keep doing tutorials like this, and yeah, that's fine. But I'm just looking for what you guys want, because I'm kind of want to gear it around to what people are looking for in this day and age. Because I have to admit, I've been watching a few Minecraft videos, people that were doing stuff similar to what I was doing, I forget the guy's name. I think it's F Whip or something like that. He's kind of doing a kingdom building thing, but he's doing it in survival. So all this stuff he's doing is kind of like he's actually gathering the materials. He's making his own mountains, but by hand, and with materials he's actually mined up. And as you know, in our old days, we used to make all that kind of stuff with World Paint or MCEdit and stuff like that. So what I'm hoping to do is something similar to that, but I don't really think I want to do survival. Although I maybe could work some survival episodes in. Like maybe we go off someplace and maybe we build one town up using survival stuff, or that we could always do that and have some survival episodes of just me adventuring around or something like that. But I'm not as much into the survival element of this as I am into... Oh, that's the train going by my house. If you hear that, apologies. But I'm more into like just the building and the creative aspect of it. So I mean, I'm open to ideas though. So yeah, we're coming up on the part where a couple minutes from now, well, I'll cut out of my commentary here and just talk about a little mistake I made. But yeah, I mean, what I'm hoping to do, I'm also, yeah, as you notice here, I did put some andesite in there. I mean, I kind of like the look of their polished blocks for some of these, and I'm just kind of hoping to kind of incorporate more block types in. Obviously, if you're building something like this in survival, finding a use for some of these other blocks might be a good idea. So I'm trying to implement in some of the other block types that maybe I hadn't used so much in previous builds, because I mean, we were on earlier versions before all these stones and blocks were put into the game. So I kind of want to make it so that people can build these in survival too if they want to, So yeah, I gotta have to move that lamp too that's over there. And for some weird reason, after I built this, the villagers keep trying to go in there. I did put a bed in there, but they kind of sit outside, like pushing into the corner, like as if they can't path in through the door. And like I know one of them got in there and laid down and slept, but like one or two other ones are trying to get in there. It's weird. So there's some kind of an issue with the pathing for the villagers too. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out here in just a minute. Actually, let me just pause it here and I won't cut in. Okay, it was at this point I completely messed up and I was recording and not recording at the same time. So I actually had to go back after I had finished this build and do this. So the footage you're seeing here, yeah, it's already been built. So I completely screwed up the whole second part of this tutorial, so sorry, but yeah, you just put a redstone torch in there, you get regular pistons, and the one will stick out. It doesn't matter what side you do it on. I would suggest doing it on the side that it's sticking out from the side of the building, not on the same side where the door is, as I've shown. And on the inside, this whole apparatus, I'm just kind of going over how I did it. It's on the exact opposite side of that redstone torch, where you just put the pistons in on this side, as so, and then you put one more in from there. Whoops, aiming that direction. Now these here are all, you just put like a stone in the center, doesn't matter what it is, you're not going to see it. And you put pistons all around it, aimed outwards. Nope, I think I did it wrong there. Come on, do it. There. Alright, then you take the andesite fences, the stone fences, and you go down. I think it's 5. Then you got the stone, brick, and then regular stone for the grindstone. And I used the striped alpaca logs, mainly because I was using them on the outside, so I kind of wanted it to all fit in. Okay, and on the inside, it's just going to be what I'm showing here, but I did miss the, as you saw, there was a wheat sign on the outside door right above it. So it's just a compact compost maker, and you can like lay these out any way you want to. Yeah, so sorry about that. I think I got my brain was all mixed up or something. I had something going one way and something going another way. So that I used sugar for that. One that's like make it look like it's ground flour. There you go. And that's the wheat. So the rest of the footage should be okay. I'll go back to my regular commentary. Okay, we're back. Now, as you noticed, I may have written on some of the little notes I put here. You can change out pretty much anything in this build. Like, if you don't want to do stone brick for the roof and stuff, like, I would suggest changing it to a different brick type. Like, if you have nether bricks. That would likely look pretty neat, you know? But I'm trying to keep it all, like, the same type for the village, so if you're doing yours in a village and you're trying to keep a certain schematic, you know, like a certain color scheme, try to do all your buildings in those particular color schemes. Also here, I didn't notice until after I built this, but I think I would have liked to have gone out maybe one more on these blades and maybe thicken the blades a little bit. So maybe make another layer of that alpaca, that striped alpaca wood. That experiment with that. And I'm looking at it right here and it looks a little thin. Or maybe go with white blocks instead of white stairs, and maybe make it double white blocks, and the alpaca would just be the handle for the, because like, you know, they're kind of like little mini sails, you know what I mean? So maybe go that route. I didn't do that though. I didn't really think about it until as I'm looking at, see how like that one guy was kind of standing in the corner there. Yeah, they're kind of doing that on the outside too. So that's it right there. That's a little tour of it. I'm going to do a short tour at night and I'll cut out here. I will see you guys in the next episode. Yeah, I put a couple windows in on that last level. Some labels and there's some interior design stuff. And yeah, okay, well, I'll see you guys next time. Hit the like button on the way out and I will see you soon. Adios, folks.